Hi friends, yes, it's me, I'm back again. Oh my god. Hi friends, yes, it's me, I'm back. I decided today that I'm in quarantine, so I'm gonna do a little get ready with me. If you're wondering why is my background ass, it's because I'm on the floor, because I just got a ring light, like a little mini one, and I'm trying to figure out where to put it and how to like stage things. So I have nothing to do today, absolutely nothing. So I wanted to film a little get ready with me, catch up with you, all the brothers, sisters, and in between, and you know, just get through this quarantine together, everyone, due to unseen events, unfortunate events. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go in with two primers. I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh and then my No Problem primer. It was a choice with the name, wasn't it? Shit. We could go ahead and talk about how the world is a fucking shit show right now, but I don't really want to be a downer today, so we're gonna talk about other things. I turned 20 2 days ago. Yep, motherfucking 2-0, the weirdest age on the earth. I'm going in with the Porbulum primer at my T-zone. Yes, so I turned 20 in quarantine, and it was not a bad birthday at all. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin. I love this stuff, like it's actually really, really good. So it wasn't like a bad birthday at all. Personally, right now I kind of feel like I'm like Kim Kardashian, like all the birthdays in April are like that meme with Kim Kardashian where she's like, I dropped my diamond earring in the ocean.
Guys, my diamond earring came up in the ocean. My diamond earring's gone. And there's people that are dying.
That's kind of how it feels right now. With everything that's going on. I don't want to dwell on this. I'm just gonna tell y'all like my experience. But yeah, it's been fucking crazy with everything that's going on. It was a good birthday, but I'm honestly just grateful to be healthy and happy and be, she looked white, damn Caucasian, and be in an area, be with my family and be safe. This looks really white on camera, but it looks really like normal in person. Yeah, I'm just really happy to be happy and safe, and the area where I live is actually not bad at all. We're not on complete lockdown. Like, you can still leave your house. Everything is closed. For the most part, everything is closed. Target is still open. Love that for me. And a couple of businesses are still open for like appointment only and stuff like that. That would be like my biggest thing right now, is what we're trying to do, my family and I, is we are just trying to support local businesses as much as possible. My dad owns his own business. He's in the oil field, an electrician. This looks really pretty in person, but I look like Michael Jackson on camera.
You're Michael Jackson!
Damn, alright. But yeah, I would definitely say, please just try to support your local businesses as much as possible. You know, if you're able to, you know, order out from local businesses. I'm a waitress. I'm a waitress and I'm a full-time nanny. I nanny for 2 families, and I got laid off. So that's not ideal. I got laid off from my waitressing job of 2 years, and that sucked, TBH, like a lot, because I loved that job. I mean, I'd been there for 2 years, I loved it, and you know, I'll probably be able to get my job back whenever we reopen. And then my other lady I nanny for 2 families, her husband's a dentist, and so she decided to stay home with her kids because they're only doing emergency appointments. But I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. But yeah, I'm trying not to dwell, you know, I'm just trying to be grateful and have a positive outlook, and you know, be responsible, don't be greedy. a lot of people, especially like kind of in this area, and I don't really understand why, my beba hers, are being really, really fucking greedy, and it pisses me off. A lot of women who like overstocked toilet paper. It's gotten a lot better, honestly. Like the panic buying and stuff has gotten a lot better. Like people aren't like grabbing as much shit as possible now, which is great. I'm gonna blend out my concealer with my BH foundation 3 brush. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I just got this during all those 21 days of beauty. It's the Dermablend Professional Loose Powder. I've never used this and I'm very excited because who's your daddy? Let's talk about some tea in life, in my life, because y'all can't talk back. So, as most of you probably saw my like film trailer, so I took film my first semester of college. I'm kind of a cinemaphile, cinema roll, you know. I love movies. I've always loved movies. We are just kind of a movie family. And I took film. My teacher was ass. Me and 3 other people were in there, my friend Gabe and my friend Sebastian. I took film in order to learn how to edit. And like, y'all, this class was a fucking nightmare. Yeah, I took it in order to learn how to edit. He was like, oh, this isn't a film, this is a film class, this isn't an AV class. But like all of our projects had to do with editing and creating videos. Like editing them. Filming and editing. And so we did some really cool stuff. My face is so dry, and so like if you can see right there, it's kind of catching that powder, but I don't think that's the powder's fault, that's just my face. My skin is so dry. So for our final, there's only 3 people in this class too, so sorry, I'm just dumping my powder back into my thing because I'm a frugal ass bitch, y'all. For our final we had to shoot and film a documentary, and we did. All 3 of us, we worked really hard together. If I find it, I have it, I will link it down below. We worked really hard on it. It's called West Texas Relics, and we interviewed 3 different antique and vintage dealers in like our Odessa Midland area. I'm gonna go in to prime my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. So we did that. It was really fun. We worked really fucking hard on it. We met some really interesting people. One vintage location, I'm called Vintage Deluxe. I'm actually like a regular at for vinyls. I go there for vinyls, I go there for cameras. Great people, I love their store. And it was really interesting because this lady that owns it, well, she works there, I don't think she owns it. Her name's Ann Sams. That bitch is like 95 years old, and she is like that bitch. Me and her and I became really good friends, low-key. Super sweet. She's actually like a world-renowned antiquer. Like, that's like her shit. Like, she makes like people from Hollywood call her for costume and props and all this really cool shit. So she was like that bitch. Like, she was fucking hilarious. She like, oh my god, I'm gonna pass out. Her boyfriend's like 35 years younger than her. That bitch is like old. She's not that old, she's in her 80s. Yeah, she was just so awesome and so sweet. And if you're ever in this area, please go check out any of those stores. They're fucking awesome. They're really cool. And she was so sweet, and me and her like low-key became best friends. And then they have, this is what's cool about that location, they straight up have a tea room. Like, they like home make food, like a little restaurant inside, and then they fed us for free. And then they were like, oh, do you collect anything? And I was like, oh, I collect vintage cameras and I collect vinyl records, vintage and new. And they fucking gave me a vintage camera, me and my friend. They just gave it to us, which they were like so sweet. Anyway, back to tea. So the tea is, like, our teachers sucked. We worked really, really hard on this. I'm gonna be going into 2 palettes. I'm gonna be going into my new Bretman Rock Jungle Rock. I've only used this once, and then I'm gonna be going to my Jeffree Star Androgyny palette as well. To set my lid, I'm gonna be going into the shade Coconut Connoisseur. So they're super nice. Here's the tea though. So me and my 2 partners, keep in mind, I had very little to no editing experience. Everything I learned about editing, I learned from my 2 classmates and YouTube. I know how to edit photos because I'm a photographer, but like I'm a photographer, but that's pretty much it. So it was really, really hard, and so we worked on it for months and months and months, and we like did everything. We followed his critiques, you know, he's our teacher, he knows best. And at the very end he was like, I don't like it, y'all need to redo the whole thing. Sir. So this is Christmas break too. So he passed us for the class just because like my grade was fine. But we were up there all fucking Christmas break trying to make this how this guy wanted. And so fast forward, we get done with it. It's awesome. We really like it. And he says it's great and all this other stuff. And he's like, are you gonna take film next semester? And I was like, no. And my friend was like, my friend Sebastian was like, no sir, because it was just more time than what it was worth, and it felt like we didn't really get anything out of the class because we had to teach ourselves everything. Like, it's a good experience, but you know, shit. So I'm gonna go into Safe Word, and this is a Morphe brush. So we're done with the class, we're done with our documentary, and our documentary gets submitted into a film festival and it gets in, and we're super fucking pumped about it because we still kept in touch. I actually didn't know that it got into a film festival until my other classmate Gabriel had told me about it, and I was like, oh, I want to go, I want to watch it. And so this is before coronavirus, and so we're planning a road trip to go down there, and we were like, we should rewatch our documentary. And this motherfucker, our fucking teacher, got the next film class, there were like 8 kids, to go in and change a bunch of our shit without telling us. First off, how'd they even get access to that is what I would like to know, because he probably had it. And second off, like, why did you approve all of our shit if you were just gonna have more kids go in and change it? And not only that, all they did was fucking put like stock footage in there. Like, it would be like Midland, and it would be like some fucking ugly sign of Midland, I don't fucking know. And so like they go ahead and they change a lot of shit and they add themselves into the post credits. And so like I emailed my professor and I was like, hey, you know, we really want to go watch it, and you know, we're really excited for it. He never emails me back. So I go, and this is second semester, so like I'm out of this motherfucker's class, but you know, worked really hard on it. I'm gonna go into Charm. So we worked really, really fucking hard on this documentary, and so I go and see him, and he's like, okay, yeah, y'all can go, which like, who gonna stop me? You know what I mean? Who gonna stop me? Not you. So we go, and he had an opportunity to like tell me about everything. This is where it like low-key gets interesting. So they do a story about our documentary in the paper, our local paper, and this motherfucker didn't tell us anything, didn't tell the original crew shit. He did not tell us that they were going to be interviewing us or anything. And to be fair, like, if I studied like journalism in high school, and if the journalists had done their due diligence and actually watched the documentary, they could see that we were the original filmmakers behind it, and they should have found a way to get in contact with us, and he could have gotten in touch with us. But at the same time, our professor should have let us know. And straight up, they interviewed the post crew who didn't do shit, just fucking put stock footage in the documentary. They interviewed the post crew for the paper and didn't even talk to us. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off my bake because it's been on there for a hot minute. And didn't even message us, didn't talk to us or anything. So like I pick up the paper and my name wasn't even in it. None of our names were in it at all. But all the post crew kids were. Excuse me? They didn't do anything. So yeah, that was some fucking bullshit. And we were all really mad at him. We went up and talked to him. He was like, well, I didn't have y'all's email. And I'm like, I went and talked to you in person. You should have had my email. Still, like, regardless, he's like the weirdest teacher I've ever had in my life, and I've had some fucking weird teachers. He's like weird and like name dropped a lot. Like he worked in Hollywood for a little bit and be like, yeah, I worked with Bill Murray or whatever. And I was like, girl, if it's not Bill Hader, I don't care. I do love Bill Murray. But yeah, got snuffed out of our own film that we did all of the work on. I will link it down below though, because we did work really hard on it. You can definitely, I'm not saying like it's like, and the Oscar goes too. No, I'm not saying that, but you know, it's a student film. We worked really hard on it. I really enjoyed working with my classmates. I did not enjoy my professor. Dead ass, he was ass. But everything else I really enjoyed. And yeah, you know, supporting local businesses is really important. I feel like if I have not made that like clear enough, I think you should always support your local businesses. I just keep blending. Let me do a cut crease. So I'm going back into that ColourPop concealer. I'm so bad at fucking cut creases. I like how I'm bad at it. Let's do one. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this old ass Morphe brush and where's my setting spray? I also just got this, spoiler alert, shit, it's the Jungle Rock setting spray. And I'm gonna use that. Why is this shit spilled? What the fuck? This is like my first time using it. And I guess it came undone. Gross. I'm gonna go into the shade Prowl. I didn't even, ooh. Okay, Heaney. That's really pretty. Damn, wait, wow, girl. It's really fucking pretty. I just deadass like brought all my brushes over here, so I would like not have to keep getting up because I'm filming on the floor today. Which like I'm a rat, so feels natural to me, bitch. Oh, there she is. This is a beach brush. I don't know if I should go into. They're kind of the same, TBH. So the reason I picked this palette is because like this has a little bit more neutral shades, like transition shades, which like is my only complaint with this palette. With this palette, like, girl, I like all the shades in here. It's just like I wish there was a more muted like orange or something, because like I've done a look before with that shade Pounce on him, and like that's I mean it's a beautiful shade, but like if you want like a more natural shade, like, you know, I wouldn't say the color stories are the same, but they definitely complement each other really well. Oh my god, I just had an aneurysm. They complement each other really well. So, you know, I'm gonna go into Ape Shit, and I'm gonna just stamp that into my outer edge. I like haven't done makeup in so long because I don't leave my house that I forget how to do makeup. So I said I wasn't going to talk about COVID, but like that's the only thing to talk about right now, because that's on my teeth. I'm gonna go back into Charmed and run that in my lower lash line. I forgot the word. I don't know if they're doing this in other areas. For us, local like schools are staying open for breakfast and lunch, and if you need food, they're able to get it. You know, you're able to feed your children. They're also opening for like laptops if you need laptops or you don't have internet access for your online classes, you know, that's available. I think that's a great idea. That's wonderful. So people are able to, you know, get meals in. I'm sure that like organizations like Meals on Wheels and things like that are doing, you know, are still having volunteers. Your local food bank and stuff like that, at least here, is very busy right now, trying to help people and take care of people. A couple of local policemen actually are going grocery shopping for elderly people who can't leave their home, which is fucking wonderful. You know, that's, it looks good in person. Contour. So I just got this. I got this off Depop and I wanted this really bad, and it was like $45. I was like, oh, skirt. And so I got this on Depop for like 20 bucks. No, it was like 17. And it's the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette. And is that not the most beautiful fucking thing you've ever seen in your life, dog? Like, so I'm gonna go in with the contour shade on my brush, even though now it's like KVD Vegan Beauty or some shit. I don't know. I think right now it's just a time to be kind to one another, you know. Don't be greedy, don't be panic buying. If you're well enough to go out and you have like an elderly neighbor, you know, maybe offer to go to the grocery store for them or help them in any way. Or if you have, you know, like, obviously it's like social distancing, but like in the area I'm in right now, if your area is not like really infected or really bad, you know, just be kind, lend a helping hand. Donate to Meals on Wheels, organizations like that, if you're able to. Just be a good neighbor, you know. Love on people. Recessions in the United States, like especially with people being quarantined, being at home. My grandfather lives in Albuquerque, and we were talking about, like, he called me for my birthday, and we were just talking about, like, he is a former alcoholic. He's been going to AA for like 30 years. He was talking about like people he's known who have been sober for years and years, going home, not being able to leave their house, and drinking because there is nothing to do. And that's heartbreaking to hear, you know. He has a friend that's been 22 years sober, but like drinking again because he didn't have access, he didn't have anything to do, which is heartbreaking. And it's fucking sad, y'all. I'm gonna take my Jeffree Star Morphe brush and go back in and I'm gonna snatch this nose, sis. I'm very scatterbrained, so I'm sorry. My hand looks so tan. Just love on people, be a good neighbor, encourage people to be better, you know. I wish I was as articulate as Abby Williamson in these videos. If you don't know who that is, she's a beauty YouTuber and she's also a concert photographer up in Seattle. And I adore her and I watch her all the time. She's just so incredibly articulate. I really enjoy her content, and I just always think like any opinion she has, even if I don't agree with it personally, she always lays it out really well. And I really enjoy that about her. So I'm gonna go in with this Winky Looks bronzer I got. So this is in the shade Latte. Okay, I got this at Target. It's supposed to smell like coffee. It smells like chocolate flavored dog food, and I'm not seeing the irony in that. Okay, but dead ass, I don't like the way it smells. It kind of smells like coffee, but like if dog food was flavored chocolate, like if some sick motherfucker did that, this is what it would smell like. So not a fan of the smell, but I really enjoy. I look snatched in person. Y'all ain't got no idea, but on camera I just look really washed out. I blend into the background a little bit, but like dead ass in person, like bitch, I look great. I really enjoy her content. I really enjoy her opinions. I don't, you know, personally always agree with them, but I do really enjoy her opinions. and her photography. She's fucking very, very skilled. And she's a really small, not really small, I think she's at 60K, but yeah, she's really, really good. I'm so bad at bronzer. I look like I'm rubbing like dirt. I look in person it looks fine, but like on camera, at least with this ring light, it looks really bad. But in person it looks fine. I think it looks fine. Shit. I'm gonna walk out and my dad's gonna be like, you look like ass. This is a Wet n Wild brush. I think these are still on their website actually, and I love this brush. It's like perfect for bronzing and contouring. So I'm gonna go back into that Cover FX palette, and they have a really pretty, hi bitch, they have a really pretty finishing powder, and I'm gonna go in and just kind of like lighten up my bronzer a little bit, because I go really heavy-handed with bronzer and it is not intentional. It is what it is though. So for blush, I'm gonna go into my ABH blush trio. This is in Peachy Love. I use the Ever Living fuck out of this thing. I use it all of the time. I'm gonna go into this other Wet n Wild brush. This brush always makes me think about Smoky Glow, and I'm just gonna like I fucking love Smoky Glow. She's a beauty YouTuber, but she also does like drama. Yeah, she's dope. I fucking love her. I started doing that like e-girl thing where you like blush your nose a little bit, but they like pack that shit on, looking like motherfucking Bozo the Clown got a cold. But it looks good on a lot of girls. So can we like low-key talk about TikTok for a second? Because I might be old, and I am, but who the fuck is Charlie D'Amelio? Like I have a TikTok, like I'm on TikTok, but I don't know who that bitch is. I know what she looks like, and I know she TikToks, and she's gorgeous, but like who the fuck is she? Like, what does she do? Like, other than like what does that bitch do? That bitch, she's probably like 15 or something, which is like wild because I look like I'm 15. I'm fucking 20 as of now. I've only been 20 for 2 days and it's already gone to my head. I'm gonna go in with the Bretman Rock highlighter. This has two. One is called Lioness and then the other is Tigress. No, this is Lioness and this is Tigress. So this one, Lioness, is like pink glitter, and I'm not gonna use that. And the other one is really pretty. I've used this once and I really, really liked it. I like the component it comes in. My only thing is it is kind of like hard to get out product without getting too much, but I'm kind of just now getting into loose highlighters. I've like never really, I have a couple. Let me go ahead and spray my brush. This is a Morphe highlighting brush from like that gold collection. And that's a lot. That's so pretty. She wet. It looks really overwhelming on camera, but in person it's pretty, but it's not too much. There is some of that pink sparkle in there, and I don't know if people will like that, but I don't personally mind it. It's really pretty, actually. I'm a stupid ass bitch. Fuck. Okay. What's the procedure? I don't know. I've never done that. Okay. Okay, I got a little bit of it to come off. I like have gotten so used to like, I like forgot what I look like when I wear makeup. And I miss that bitch because she was a baddie. She was a fucking weirdo, but she was pretty. Fucking shiny shit. I'm gonna take this mini little spongy thingy and I'm gonna try to like I really like this tea. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the Jungle Rock setting spray. That's the only thing I will say is, like, yeah, you need to shake all your setting sprays well. Look how fucking beautiful this is though. Like Patrick Ta Who. It will like collect at the bottom, so you do need to shake it. So I'm gonna go off camera really quick and throw on some mascara and a little lippy, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Anyway, so for my lashes I used the Pretty Vulgar mascara in the Raven. I bought this before Marshall's closed. I like the packaging. I don't believe in birds, if you didn't know. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. And then for my lips, I'm kind of a lip gloss looking ass bitch. I used Tangerine in the Ulta Juice Infused Lip Oils. I'm sure you've seen those all over TikTok. They are worth the hype. So some of the new products I reviewed. The Bretman Rock Wet n Wild palette. I really like this. I'm into this. I love all of the glitter shades. From what this shade, Deeper, swatches like absolute ass. I haven't tried it yet, but it feels like it's pressed too hard in the pan, and I don't appreciate that. But, you know, all the other, from the shades I tried today, I actually really liked. The, Don't Be Lying. I took that and I highlighted my brow bone, and it's very pretty. I really like that. I have tried a couple of the shades in this palette before. My only complaint is I do wish there were like a couple easier transition shades. But it's a really great color palette. Honestly, if you like wanted the James Charles palette and you couldn't get it, just get this, because yeah, it doesn't have like the range that one does, but it's a great color palette. I really enjoyed that. The Cover FX Perfect Your Face palette. I fucking love this. This is great. I needed a new contour palette anyway. I've tried everything in here. I should have used that blush today. I love this, and it also does come in a deeper one, so if you're darker complexioned, you can get that. The highlighter and the setting spray. I really like the setting spray. I wonder if I shook it too hard and that's why there was like spillage. I don't know. I really like this. The highlighter, I really like the shade Tigress. It is a little dark on me personally, but I mean, I'm gonna tan, so it's gonna be fine. I haven't really tried this one in Lioness, the really pink glittery one, but a little bit of this is like in this, just like a tiny bit. From what I've seen, the reviews I've seen, it just comes like that. If you don't like glitter in your highlight, you know, girl, I don't know what to tell you. The Dermablend Loose Setting Powder, I really like this. It clinged a little bit into some of the dry patches, but honestly, a lot of the powders I use have been doing that recently. My skin is suffering, and I don't know why, because I haven't left my house. I go on walks. That's pretty much it. Anyway, but yeah, I highly recommend everything I tried today. I really liked everything. My fucking cat. Hello. For my brows, I did my brows off camera. I used, I don't even know what this is anymore because it rubbed off. But I got this for $3 at Marshall's, and it was awesome. I don't remember what it was, but it was awesome. And the ColourPop Clear Gel. My cat is literally about to fucking pounce on my ring light. Say hello. Say hi. Delilah. Bitch. Ah, stop. Say hi. You're so fucking beautiful. Oh, I know this is the end, but I want to go ahead and say, quarantine little story. My cat took a shit in my dad's car yesterday. So, my cat, she's kind of she's a very weird cat. She acts like a dog, low-key. She's very close with all her dogs. She loves our dogs, which, you know, I love. But if you pull up to our driveway and you open the car door, if she's outside, that bitch is gonna get in your car. Like, she will deadass just jump in your fucking car. Doesn't matter. Pizza guy, anybody. Like, Amazon delivery. I literally had like a UPS guy come and be like, hey, your cat's in my car. Alright, like, your cat's in my truck. And I had to like fish her out of the UPS truck. So anyway, like, yesterday my dad was cleaning out his car, had his earbuds in, and didn't see that she jumped in. So he closed the door. Thank God she didn't like have a heat stroke. but she was mad, I'm assuming. So she just took a shit in his car. Which, you know, I'm not gonna say it's her fault because it's really not her fault, it's more his fault. But if you have a cat dog like I do, watch out, because that bitch will jump in your fucking car. But yeah, she's fine, by the way. she's fine. And she didn't like overheat or anything, she was fine. Anyway, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, follow me on there if you would like. Please be kind during this time and donate to your local food bank or Meals on Wheels. If you're able to, please do your best to support like local artists, musicians, local businesses especially. Hold on to the people that you love, let them know that you love them. Be a good neighbor, don't be greedy, be kind, be loving towards people. Everybody is struggling. People are going through a hard time right now, so please just be kind to people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, fair enough, it was a long ass video. But please, you know, just stay positive and be kind towards people. Be kind towards everybody. If you're in college, don't forget about your online classes, because I did, and now I'm like a week behind in math. Anyway, make sure your cat doesn't jump in your car. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Be safe. See you later. Bye.